Hello, scholars. Thanks for joining me to practice our spelling and our sight words today. Before we get started, you're going to need a few materials. Check out what you'll need.
For today's lesson, you're going to need a pencil and the worksheet that looks like the one that is displaying on the screen right now. We're only going to use the top of the worksheet where it says spelling words to create a word bank for this week's spelling practice. We will solve some of our secret sight words to find out what our spelling words will be this week.
Now that you've got all the materials that you need, let's get started.
Alright, the name of this game is called Secret Sight Words because we are going to use the pictures above to help us solve the sight word. We're going to look at each picture and figure out what it is. Once we know what the picture is, we're going to decide what letter does that picture start with. Then we're going to write down each letter for the beginning of each picture. For example, the first picture here is a guitar. I know that guitar starts with the letter G, so I will write down a G. Go ahead and write down a G for guitar. Great job! The next picture is an octopus. Write down the letter that octopus starts with. Again, it's an octopus. The last picture is a dog. Write down the letter that dog starts with. Now, scholars, what word did you write down? Good, you solved the sight word. Here's our next one. The first picture is a whale. Write down the letter that whale begins with. Did you write down W? Good job. The next picture is a house. Write down the letter that house begins with. Apple. Write down the letter that apple begins with. Turtle. Write down the letter that turtle begins with. What word did we make? You solved it. The word was what? For our third sight word, we're going to start with the house. Write down the letter that house begins with. The next picture is an apple. Write down the letter that apple begins with. The next picture is a volcano. Write down the letter that volcano begins with. The last picture is an elephant. Write down what elephant begins with. Once you have all of your letters written down, look at the word. What word did you make? That's right, have. Have. The first picture is a house. The next picture is an elephant. Write down the letter. Rainbow. Write down the letter that it begins with. Elephant. Write down the letter it begins with. All right, what word did you make? Here. Good job. We'll see if you can solve the last one by yourself. What word did you make? Come! Great job! You solved your sight words.
Wow, great job solving those sight words. That's no easy task. Now, you should have your 5 spelling words for the week written at the top of your paper. Our 5 spelling words for the week are good, come, have, here, and what. After you're done watching this video, you'll find a paper like this in your packet. This is our spelling menu. You'll pick 3 activities to do on the spelling menu to complete your spelling practice page. You do not have to do all 3 activities in one day. You can do one activity Tuesday and cross it out. You can do a second activity on Wednesday and cross it out. And you can do your third activity on Thursday or Friday. If you want to do an activity every single day, just grab an extra piece of paper and you can do a 4th, a 5th, or a 6th spelling activity. We can never practice too much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask Miss Guided or your homeroom teacher. I hope you enjoyed solving our secret sight words with me today, and I know you're going to have so much fun practicing your spelling this week.